What's up guys, this is your boy, the Average Gamer 98 here, back with another video for Injustice 2 Mobile. And in this video, we are gonna look at three interesting and not so interesting pips mixed up. And let's get started with this video, and we're gonna look at how much Mr. Freeze is doing with our gears as well, with the Beta Club of course, and we're gonna see the damage. Here we are facing Wonder Woman. And Wonder Woman is immune to dot, by the way, guys, which makes it a bit difficult because you can't use the LOA team and you can't technically one-shot it, I believe. I don't know whether anyone has done it, but this is Heroic 4 on Ice Solo Raids. So this is the team I prefer to use, and I have Brainiac here stacking up the lethal damage with the SP1s. And once I stack up the full SP1 damage, what I need to do is have damage from, you guessed it right, Black Manta. Black Manta has the Batarangs equipped, so because I have the Batarangs equipped, I can gain a lot of, damage, a lot of power easily. And so just stacking up the lethal completely. And the thing is, because Wonder Woman has shield, this team I think is a very good team to use against Wonder Woman. And the reason, as you can see here, it's the surplus amount of power that you get because of Batman Ninja Girl Grodd being there in the team. So this is how it's kind of progressing, and here we are trying to finish things off to see like how much damage we are doing actually. So after every one combo, we need to do an SP3 here. So we cannot do two combos, because if we do two combos, Mythic Wonder Woman, rather Silver Wonder Woman, can actually end up using the shield and we would lose all the health and even get knocked out. So to prevent that from happening, that's why we are using the Batarangs here and doing just one set of combo and doing an SP3 to stun her. So we are getting some decent amount of damage, but not ridiculous amount of damage like as you can expect with the dot. Like if we have the Beta Club, and you cannot use the Beta Club here, like as I mentioned, because it's dot immune. So the gameplay is pretty straightforward here. Let's not waste your time, guys, and let's move on to the damage that we did here. And the amount of damage that we did here is whoops, yes, here's the damage. We did 146 million damage, which is pretty good damage, I would say, given the circumstances that the boss is immune to dot. And I think if I used Raven, would have been able to one shot, but it's okay. I mean, we are still good. So next up is Grid. And I kind of messed it up here in a way. Not fully, but in a way, definitely. So as you guys who are like, regular to my channel, you already know, like I'm using Vixen with Batman Ninja team. But the problem here is, yes guys, the problem here is Grid can actually stun whenever a character tags in. And also what he can do is negate the damage from the rush, which means to inflict the dot, I have to do either swipe down or I have to swipe up. But I can keep on doing a combo here and then do the swipe. So this is the mistake I was kind of doing. I was not completing the full combo initially. And here we are doing an SP3. And obviously we are going to lack the number of SP3s we can do. But the damage that we are doing is pretty okay. We're getting a 2.7 million dot. And this is entirely from Vixen giving the bonus. So we are doing jumps basically, and it's a complicated gameplay, guys, to be honest. It's a complicated gameplay. Just doing the SP2 to keep the lethal stacked up, and we are gonna lose some of the damage here. So the reason why we would lose the damage here is we don't have the lethal attack chance anymore. Right now it got refreshed. Just kind of waiting for the SP3, and the gameplay looks terrible. I know, guys, the gameplay kind of looks terrible, and the reason, it's a messed up choice of team. Look at this. I'm just jumping. I'm literally just jumping, doing nothing else. Combo interruption. Let it rest in peace. Freeing on. Jump interruptions. That's the new thing here. That's what I was kind of doing. And then I decided to do, some basic hits and see how much I'm able to trigger off the dot. And we were getting a 6.1 million, 5.7 million. At this point of time, I was happy. Guys, I was happy that since I've managed to trigger this dot, I would be able to finish off Grid. But unfortunately, that didn't happen, by the way. That didn't happen. So let's see the damage we are doing. Look at this. It's stuck. It's stuck out of the blues. It's stuck. Game is ridiculous. Sometimes I definitely feel of throwing the game away. But it's okay. I mean, let's see a 7.8 million dot also. That is the amount of dot we were getting, but it's not consistent. It's not consistent. If that 7.8 million dot kind of remained throughout the match, I would have done a lot more damage, guys, to be honest. Now let's see the damage because the gameplay looks ridiculous. Again, don't want to waste the time. So let's move forward. We were able to do 187 million damage, which is decent given the fact it's not the full Batman Ninja team, and the way this gameplay worked was also different. So now let's test out freeze and stun strategy with Mr. Freeze. And Arkham Knight Batman is there because Arkham Knight Batman is gonna give defense, 60% defense to tech and agility teammates, and that's why Arkham Knight Batman is there, because I don't have gears on Mr. Freeze, and because I don't have gears, I'm not gonna survive long. Now, how to avoid a lot of good stuff here is because I don't have the gears, it means basically I will not have critical attack damage. I will not have critical attack chance. So how do warp your things around that? So to do that, let's have the Nora Snow Globe on, you guessed it right, Power Girl, and have the Dark Metal cards on Arkham Knight Batman. So now I have the Dark Metal cards on Arkham Knight Batman. As you can see here, guys, completely gearless. The stats are trash from Mr. Freeze because obviously no gears. But this is going to be an interesting pip because we are going to see Stun and Freeze together in one pip, guys. Let's go. So Power Girl with the Norris Snow Globe, which means the power cost is going to get reduced and we are going to get some attack boost as well. So trying to stun here. So this is the first stun here, and now tagging in Mr. Freeze, doing some basic hits and doing the first SP2. And I immediately tag in Arkham Knight Batman so that I can get the crit area, and this arena is a bit long. So again, a wrong choice of team, but we are just wanting to have some fun. And there it is, Frozen. Frozen on top of that stun. Stun plus Frostbite. That's the new meta, guys. That's the new meta. We're just having fun, guys. At this point of time, we're just having fun. Trying to freeze again. And there we have it. We have Frozen. And we can do 6 hits and then the freeze kind of breaks. Look at this, guys. Frozen plus stunned. Frozen plus stunned. That's fun, guys. That's fun. And here we have the crit hit area. So basically, Mr. Freeze is now critting and doing some decent amount of dot damage without having any gears, guys. Without having any gears. So I'm waiting for the gears to come in. Whenever it comes in, it's gonna do a lot more. But this is fun, to be honest. This is fun. It's not gonna kill. It's not gonna do overkill, 100 million, 200 million, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700 million damage. But the way it works is it's pretty fun. So just doing, a jump attack, 500k, 600k dot is what we're getting. We are already at full 30 stacks from Mr. Freeze, and blocking again and doing the stun. So basically he is locked, stun and frozen. So if I had Brainiac, if I had used Brainiac here, I would have been able to even do way more damage, to be honest, instead of Power Girl, because we are having a lot of power, guys. I didn't anticipate that we would be having a lot of power left. So again, like, Brainiac could have been used, but I used it on the other team. That's why this mess. But it's okay, guys. We are back again and trying to stun and freeze at the same time. Look at the number of debuffs getting applied, guys. Look at the number of... Let's look at the number of debuffs. Just, yes, I think here. Stun, Frostbite, Power Slow, Dot. 4 debuffs getting applied. On top of that, Mr. Freeze has damage boost, super boost. A lot of things going on in the screen, guys. A lot of things going on in the screen. Wow, this is pretty amazing stuff. And actually, we have 5 debuffs, to be honest, because you have the stun as well. Now you have freeze, damage over time, another damage over time, stun, freezing. It's like maxed out on the right hand side, guys. It's literally maxed out on the right hand side. But this is, like I mentioned, this is not going to be an amazing damage dealing pip, but it's a fun pip to see how much damage we can do. We are getting 609k damage, 599k damage. This is without any gears, nothing, guys, nothing. This is just basically nothing build, and we were able to do, let's look at the damage that we were able to do. Let's look at the damage. Finally did a super move just to do nothing, to be honest. Let's look at the final damage that we get from this freeze plus stun strategy without gears. 41. Not very high damage, kind of expected, but without gears, that's a decent amount of damage, guys. That's a decent amount of damage. No, I think I should take some rest, guys. I think I should take some rest. So thanks for watching this video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done already. This is your boy, the Average Gamer 98 over here, signing off. You guys take care, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.